Hey, I'm back. I may sound a little rough today, but it's because I thought that last project with the birch wood was getting to me. Turns out I have a good old-fashioned cold, and it has taken my voice. But I've been working on this thing, and I want to art it up, man. I just do. So, yes, that's what I want to do. So you can see these are very normal things, like regular old paper, paper from a computer, and this is what I've been doing. This is a regular piece of paper. This is my actually my really good watercolors, and I ripped the edges and tried to make it look kind of like burnt a little bit. It does. It looks singed. And I was really impressed with how this looked until I got out my old crayola set from my children, and look at that. Look at the colors. That is just fantastic. And it goes all the way through. This one didn't even go through. It's like normal paper on the other side. I'm like, I just don't even. But I was like, okay, so it's not the same, because this one I was doing like just blending. This one I tried to blend it. It didn't blend very well, but then tried to put some flowers around the edges, just and maybe doodle them on later. So just like the ghosting of flowers with a little doodles later, which I'm still gonna do, but I haven't yet. So this one I also I use a heat gun on this one to heat it, to quicken it up. So that may have been part of the reason why. No, it's not. But anyway, so I was thinking these would be really cool to do with your kids or anybody. Just do for yourself. If you have a friend or somebody who you would like to write an old-fashioned letter to, wouldn't that be nice? Write an old-fashioned letter. You can barely see it, but this one has lines still. I don't know why the lines stayed so well on this one, or they didn't stay on this one. I really don't know. I did more like brush strokes on this one than I did on this one. I don't know. We're going to try one, though. We have the ones with the color now. This is paper from your printer. So, this is printer paper. Still, fantastic colors. And I love the edges. Just Crayolas. Crayola watercolors for children. I never get over these things. It's just mind-boggling. But what I did with the first one, make sure you can see this part of this. I just ripped it. Now you could rip it where you could still have the top on there if you want to, but I personally didn't want it. I thought, I just held it along. The more cranky the edges, the better. But I thought, I did the ones with the colorful edges. Can we make one that looks like you found it in an old trunk somewhere? Like you found it at your grandma's house. Maybe she wrote a letter or had some old paper or something like that, you know? That's what I'm looking for now. I'm looking to see if we can do something like that. So yeah, you can do as big or as little as you want. These can be small. If you're going to do the blackened edges, then you couldn't cut it in half unless you, when you're finished, unless you went ahead and did the blackened edges on the inside parts. You know what I'm talking about, right? Like if you're going to do a big sheet and then suddenly you decide, oh, I only want half of this one. Well, then you might have to do a whole nother piece of paper. And that's fine. Why not? I'm going to use my big brush and some dirty water, because this is what I have here. This is what I was using already, with some dirty water. I just got the whole table wet. Doesn't really work very well. I'm going to push it back a little bit so you can see. There you go. So, yeah, get everything wet. Get it all good and soppy wet. The whole thing. Both sides. And yeah, you could take this to the sink. Oh, look, some of those lines are already just melting. Interesting. Not one of those things I thought would happen. Always surprised. It's like science. But it's just art. And we're just experimenting, which is what science is a lot of times. They're testing out theories and seeing if it would work. They're like, I wonder if this thing does this, would it do this? And that's one of the great things about science. You can also get all those bubbles out of there. That's a great idea. You gotta get the bubbles out. Get it nice and wet. Nice and wet. And you know what else? I forgot to weten up our paints. This has been a very rough week. I still have a really rotten cold. It's okay though. It's going away. It's getting better. You know, we always go through these things. Everybody has colds. But it's just a cold. No biggie. And I wasn't going to talk about this, but I guess I might. And our cat died, and that was very traumatic for all of us. So it was natural causes. It wasn't anything like bad. But she was older. She had some health issues. So none of us really expected it to happen, and it did quicker than we thought. So anyhow. Okay. So we're going to just take this nice wet piece of paper, and we're going to see, you're going to see absolutely, I mean, it's amazing how much this worked. I'm shocked. I'm literally shocked. Get a little bit, get this reactivated. I'm going to be using just the black and the brown on this, because I just want it to, I want this one to look old, like somebody found it in an old hope chest or something. Does anybody have a hope chest anymore? I had one. Didn't have much in it. Does anybody have any of those? Do you still do those things? I know it was a big Southern thing, I thought, because a lot of people in the South talked about it when I lived there. Oh, that's kind of dark. See, if it gets too dark, you just tame it with a little bit of water. Again, I'm sorry if my voice sounds awful. Doesn't feel all that great either. Oh, my throat was hurting. And then suddenly I started to sneeze. I was like, what is going on with me? I was sneezing so much. Oh, it was horrible. Big sneezes, like Not like a tickle in your nose type of sneeze. These are like sneezes that come from your toes. Sneezes that make you go, what in the world is my body trying to tell me? Body was trying to say, good grief, woman, there's something in here I don't want. I don't want it. Get it out. Okay, I like that. I think this is going to be perfect. And now the second part of this. Sorry, I'm trying not to sniffle too much because nobody wants to hear that. Yeah, I don't want to do it. Get this one a little bit more. The worst part about this is waiting for it to dry. That is the hardest part. The hardest part is to wait. Isn't that true with everything? Ah, I know. I'm such a child sometimes. I'm such a child when it comes to waiting. I'm like, oh, I hate waiting. I hate waiting. And I don't like to mix my paints. Ugh, makes me so irritated when I have to get black into my brown. Makes me irritated. Okay, now, what I did for the edges was I just went around the edges, pretty much touching the table and barely touching the paper. Ooh, got the paper a lot, that one. It's okay. You can see what I'm doing, though. I'm going to get a little bit of darkness sometimes. And it just is amazing. It's just like sucks it up like fine watercolor paper. Shocking, man. Shocking. They say, you know, the powers that be, they say you cannot get a good watercolor with cruddy old paints, you know, children's paints or the cheaper paints. You can't get good pictures. You can't get good anything. Well, I like the good paints. I do. I love the good papers and the good paints, and that's all great. But I also love proving people wrong. We've talked about this before. We've talked about this. I enjoy very much not having to be wrong. I had to shut the door. There was a lot of noise out there in the other room. And I do not want that bothering me. Anyhow, it's not that I don't want to be wrong, because I said that as I was trying to get up and pause the camera. It's not that. I like to prove things, theories, wrong. I love to see what I can do, especially if somebody said that won't work that way. Step back, Jack. Step back. I wonder what I can do if you give me a chance. Let's see. I mean, this is just copy paper. Look how it just bleeds in there. People love that bleed on watercolor paper. They're like, it's the best thing ever. And it's just like, I'm just loving it. I'm absolutely loving doing this. People who know me are watching my videos. You may end up getting a letter on some paper that looks really old, but is not. I just love this. This is so cool. And for the most part, I'm putting it on the table. And just hitting it with some dark here and there. Some nice black. Yep, I'm going to have paint in my hair. You know, when you have long hair, it gets in everything. It's like a child. It's always getting into stuff. So now we're almost done with this, and we're going to let it dry. And then I'll be back probably tomorrow, because it's going to take a full day for it to dry, probably. Yeah, this side didn't take it as well. I don't know exactly why. Maybe I didn't use enough pigment. But this makes me happy. Excuse my stomach. I just ate dinner. Yeah. I like this. I think this is super cool. Super duper cool. And I can't wait to see how they turn out when they're dry. The only part that I have trouble with is all that paint that's stuck to my table. Okay. I think I like it. What do you think? Think this is good? I don't know why this side is not sucking it up like the other side is. Maybe it's too wet on this side. I don't know. It's very cool though. Makes me happy. Okay. I'm just going to let this sit. I'm going to go watch a TV show. And then tomorrow, I'll be back to show you the results. Okay? Talk to you later. For you, it'll be like a minute or a second. Bye. And I'm back. And I'm ready to art it up, people. I don't have much of a voice. It comes and goes. I showed you these yesterday. And this is what we did on the last portion. I think they turned out really good. This is the lined paper, the regular everyday school paper. And this is the computer paper. And I think they turned out very well. I'm thinking you can make some really nice gifts like this. I've been testing out some of my old inks. I don't even know if you can get this anymore. Recollections. But I got it on clearance at Michael's. And did this flower and that flower. Pretty spectacular. I always like these. I got a couple of them. But like I said, I think they were a limited edition type thing. They were clearance when I got them. And if they came back with them, I would love that. I got my Ranger archival inks out. I got one of my Destruct Oxide. I didn't really like how that one was working with these stamps. I got a couple of Memento. And Stays On. Stays On is awesome because it stays on. And then, of course, I've got my black Stays On and my Ranger and my Distressed Oxides. So I got all this out. Plus, this is for another time. I got all the stamps. Some of the stamps I was thinking to use for this from the Dollar Tree. So I was thinking, after I tested it out a little bit, I'm like, let's just try it. Let's just see what happens. So what I'm thinking is making someone, either writing them a beautiful letter, or you can make someone a bunch of these, even if they're square, and put them in a nice little folder and send them to someone and give them a little stationery. You can make them some homemade stationery. So I have to apologize for all the sniffles, but I am on the mend. So we're doing good. I'm feeling a lot better today. I actually slept last night, which was fantastic. I love sleeping. So I think since I have this one already on here, let's start off with this one. And I don't know. Let's see what this one looks like. That might be too much the same color. I'm thinking we're just going to do this with some black on this colorful one because there's no bad thing you can do with these. I mean, you can make very inexpensive papers for someone. You could just give it a couple of stamps. Look at that, how pretty that is. And then wipe this one off. Put it back. Get a different one. A different lovely little stamp. So since this one has so much color on it already, that's why I was thinking maybe we should just like let it be. Just have its color. And you can write on the flowers. Why not? Look at that. Just something delicate in the corner. Nothing too wild and crazy. You're just playing around here, just making something pretty. So you could either write someone a nice letter. I know if you have grandmas that are still around, grandmas would love this. They would eat it up, man. Grandmas would be like, wow, this is my favorite letter I've ever received. You can take this as far as you want. You can take it all the way and put like flowers all over it. Or you could just be like, nope, I don't want to have a whole lot on there, just a couple of little things. You could doodle by hand, which is what I was going to do, but I just thought this would be cute. And always have something underneath so that, there you go. Look at that. I like that. Yep. Just some little leaves here and there. People might say, wow, where did you get the most magnificent, beautiful stationery? You must have paid a fortune for this. And then you can just be like, I made it. And seriously, what did this cost? I mean, this one was much better watercolors, but I literally like the other one better. So look at that. And you could still doodle on top of the flowers. Make yourself some little, let's see. This is my Sharpie again, my Sharpie pen. You could give yourself a circle. Have some little flowers. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter how they look. The thought is that you did this yourself. And you could do this. You could do some stems going off the page. You could do a little leaf. You could do whatever makes you happy with this. So we're just going to put that one aside and try another set of these wonderful stamps, stamps that I have, because I really want to try out the colorful, because they really, really look nice. Okay, let's put this on here, stick this over here, get this out of the way. I like to keep organized. I don't like to, after I'm done, be like, oh my goodness, everything went totally crazy, and holy cow. I don't enjoy that. That just doesn't make me happy. Okay, so I'm thinking we're going to use these ombre ones, and I just see this being really cool with these. You can see I've never even tried these before. It's very difficult to get off there. Look at that. Can you see this? Yes, you can. Okay. So I'm like, let's go this way. And let's give them a little dragonfly somewhere on here. Right there. Like I said, you can still, afterwards, doodle on it. But look at that. That's cool. That is cool. I love it. Okay, let's give it the other one. Let's see how this one does. I like this. This is really cool. We'll give him a little flower too. This one maybe we'll do the back end. We don't want them going totally opposite of each other. Look at that. I literally love this. That is a beautiful stamp. Those are very inky. Not a bad thing. It's very, very good. They're very inky. Got lots of ink just going every which direction. And so then I thought we would use this whole set on one page because this is just too cool. Where's my black? This is just a black that I've re-inked with my own stuff. I don't even remember what's all on there anymore. So we're going to have these guys flying up here. Some little buddies flying off in the distance. How cool is that? And get rid of this and these guys. I don't know what this is. If you know what this is, can you see that? What is that part? Is it a cattail? No idea. Looks like a alligator. But if you know what that is, if you have any ideas, put it in the comments below because I would really like to see what somebody else thinks that is. This one's kind of big, so I'm going to get out my bigger glass. Oh, plastic. They're not glass. Yeah, let's try this one. Just for a little something different. We can just put these little flowers right here off the side. I like that. Wow. I love that. Who wouldn't like to get a little note on something like this? I mean, if any one of you made one of these and then wrote me a little note and sent it to me, I would be tickled pink. I'd be so excited. I'd be like, you did it, you did it, you arted it up. Arted it up. My family laughs at me because I'm always like, let's art it up. So I think that's going to be my catchphrase. Let's art it up. Excuse me. So that's that one. Now we'll put this aside and we'll try maybe one of these darker ones. And I'm going to put these away. Maybe we'll use the purple one. I don't know. I really like that purple. Really, really, really. Put these back in here. No, I think we're going to use the black. The real black. No, we'll use this big. It's bigger. Easier to deal with. Look at that. That's good. And I'm seeing, let's use this one. Let's give this one some interest. That's really stuck. This is the first one I've seen happen like this. I haven't seen this happen to any of them so far. Hopefully that doesn't happen anymore. I don't like that. I may have to not use this one. And give me time to get those off of there because that's yucky. But I really wanted to use this. Yeah, I'm disappointed. I'm very disappointed in this one. I have to get some more plastic underneath it or something. Let's see if I can get that out of there real quick. I'll pause. Okay, as usual, wipies to the rescue, and they work wonders. Really, if you don't have wipies and you are an artist, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know who taught you stuff. Because I don't know how many times that I have fixed something, wiped something away, cleaned something with a wipey. Now this, I want this to really look like this was burnt. The edges are burnt off. So I'm like thinking, yeah. Just making sure that you guys are still there. I think I'm going to do it this way. Like this. You know, reading glasses really are a help. It doesn't matter if it's perfect either. It's just one of those things. Look at that. I think that looks nice. Just like that even. But I'm going to do the other side too. Because I can. And I just think it looks pretty. Just like that. I mean, you could take a nice colored pen or marker and make some little colorful berries along there if you wanted to. Or you can just leave it like this because I think that looks nice. And again, I want it to go right off the page. But this is me. I want you to do what makes you happy. Look at that. I like that. It looks like it was made like that. And then you could write a nice little letter to whoever. Excuse me. I hate being sick. I mean, I don't know anybody who really likes it. Okay, and you know what? We have this cute little flower. One way to figure out if you want to use something or not, take the little guy and put it on here and see if it looks like something that you want to do. Okay, I think yes. Let's try it. I mean, I don't think anybody's going to look at it and be like, oh my goodness, you put a flower on there, it was ruined before. It was ruined, it was perfect, now it's ruined. And this one is the only one that I have found so far that has been the slightest bit, and maybe they're supposed to be like that, I don't know, but it's just a little slight bit messed up in places. I have not seen one that was messed up, and you could fix that with a Sharpie pen. I'm going to put this one like off the page up here like it was burnt off. But look at that. I like that. I really do. Kind of gives it a little bit of a, you know, a little something. Like the oldness. I'm not mad at it. I'm really not. And you could take your pen and you could easily fix some of those. You don't have to fix them all. You can fix it up a little bit if you wanted to. If you don't want to, you don't have to. windy today. I don't know if you can hear that outside or not, but it is windy. Been out in the garden fixing stuff. Look at that. Isn't that cute? I think that's cute. Okay, we have a couple more. And a couple more sets of dies because I just want to try all of the dies. I just want to try them all. Or not dies. I'm so sorry. Stamps. Excuse me. Stamps. Okay, we'll put these over here. And we have 2 more sets of these and 2 more pieces of paper. I just love bees. Oh, no, this one's stuck too, I think. Nope. Nope. Not stuck at all. Not stuck at all. Not at all. I love bees. Bees are one of my favorite things. I'm not crazy about wasps. Wasps are honeybees' cranky cousin. When we had the daycare, I used to tell the kids all the time, be careful of the bees. They're very important. We need to take care of them. We need to nurture them. And if you sit quietly and just put your hands together and be still, you can sit there and watch them. And you can just enjoy them and be interested in what they're doing. I don't know how many times those little kids would be like just sitting on the ground watching the honeybees go after those little teeny tiny flowers that are in the grass. Oh, look at that. Isn't that something? I like that. That is just beautiful. Let's see if we can't. No, I'm not going to mess it up. I'm not going to mess it up at all. I'm just going to let that be. That is, sometimes less is more, right? Less is more. That's one of those things that everybody has to learn on their own. You know, people have to learn that. Less is more. You don't have to put on a lot of anything to make yourself be more. You can just be who you are. I've been told so many times I'm too much. Or I'm a lot. I know I'm a lot. I don't need anybody telling me. Okay, let's put this one right off over here. I am fine with who I am. 100% fine with it. Well, look at that. This is the second one I've seen that's a little bit broken right there on the edge. Maybe that's why they're at the Dollar Tree. I don't know. They're not perfect. The little piece is not stuck to the paper yet, so that's okay. Gives it character, right? Nature's not perfect. I don't remember the last time I saw anything that was perfect in nature. How about you? We're going to just put this right here. Yeah. Some little flowers at the top. Just because this is in a set. And I want to try these out. I want to try them out with you because I think of you guys as friends. So wherever you are, wherever you are, I want to hear from you. I would love to hear if you like these videos. Even when I have a stuffy nose. It's not really stuffy anymore. It's just fixing itself. It's getting better. I'm going to say he's about to land. Seriously, if you would have heard me yesterday, I was just not well yesterday. I'm like, dude, I was better the day before yesterday. Thinking these are really stuck. This little guy on the other side, and this one is done as well. Little bees just flying in the air. What a cute little page. I mean, you could go so much further with this. You could take it, You can make a whole area of flowers across the page. But we don't have time for that right now. So I'm just going to do that. And we'll call that one done. And we'll move on to the next one because I don't want you to lose interest in this. Now, this one is Lily of the Valley. Excuse me. I love Lily of the Valley. I have them growing in my yard, and the only problem I have with them is that they to take over everything. They just grow. I love them, but they just grow. And they don't stop. It's like I have to pull them up so often. Okay, we're just going to do these in black, I do believe. We've done something in black. Let's try this. Let's try doing these because this is distressed. Let's try this. I like this idea. Let's do that. And we tried this one a different time on a different video. I'm going to try 2 different colors at the same time. Why not? Because I can, right? Oh, that's kind of cool. Oh, this might be my favorite. Trick is to leave it there for a second. Oh, nice. Nice, 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 nice. Like it. I like it a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot. Okay. That's pretty. Okay. I'm going to put this back over here. I think we're going to zhuzh it up with a little extra leaf. Goes this way. We're going to do all the different colors. Because you know what? Because we can. You can do whatever makes you happy with your own art. Is there another leaf on here? There's those little leaves. I'm going to just do this one again. Yeah. I'm getting ink on my fingers. It's fine. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Now, I'm going to take these 2 and put them together. Yeah. Nope. Yes. Yep. That's what I'm seeing in my mind. And we're going to get all the colors. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But I think it's gonna. That looks nice. I like it. That's very nice. Now, the other thing is, they give you so many options with this one. I mean, it's all lilacs. Not lilacs. Excuse me. Lily of the Valley. It's all lilies. Lily of the Valley. Lilacs. Silly me. Goofy. Goofy woman. You could have some coming in the side of your page. Look how pretty that is. Excuse me. Try this one on this other side. We'll have it a different color because this is really old and the paper is burnt because it was maybe in a fire or maybe it wasn't. Who knows? It's your paper. Where do you think it came from? What do you think the story is behind this paper? Or is it just because you made it beautiful? It's very possible. You just made a beautiful thing and wanted to share it, right? I'm going to take this one and come off the top, I think. Have it kind of hanging down. Yeah. I like it. That is nice. You could always take the bumblebee from the other one and do the same thing. As you can see. Excuse me. I'm just shooting from the hip here. I'm not doing anything like, there's nothing planned. No planned. Just oh, I like that one. Just seeing what happens. Nothing. I don't even know what color that is. Let's see. Yeah. Yep, I like it. I really, really like this. Let's do a couple of just leaves. Leaves or leaves? What do you say? Depends on my day, I guess. Oops. Do a couple of these pretty leaves just coming off the page. Yep. You can tell this is my favorite. I love this. This is fancy. Excuse me. Some little bitty tiny. This one. I think that's awesome. I really, 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 really like it. I hope this is in frame. I'm in mode. I'm enjoying what I'm doing right now. So if for some reason you can't see this, I'm really sorry. Over here. Let's do one up here and we'll call it done. Just give this one some leaves because it doesn't have any. Oh my goodness, I love that. That is exactly what I was thinking. I mean, that's fancy. Okay, so now I want you to go and try these. We have this one. We have this one. Oh, I love that one too. Ah, they're all so nice. I have no idea which one's my favorite. I couldn't tell you. I don't think I have a favorite. Yep, I like them all. Okay, so tell me in the comments which one you think is the best. I do not know. The bumblebees, the lily of the valleys. We'll just call this one old paper. This one flowers. This one dragonflies. Yeah. Okay, let me know what you think. I would love to hear. I would love to hear your thoughts on all this. Try it. This was easy. The hardest part is waiting for it to dry. So try this. Go to YouTube, watch the video, like it, comment on YouTube, and subscribe on YouTube. And it doesn't cost you anything, but I would love to hear from you. Share it with a friend. Let your friends know that I'm doing this and I need support. And I appreciate every one of you, every view, every one of you watching my videos. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for your comments. I hope you have a great day. I'm going to leave you with this and say much love and peace to you all. God bless, and go art it up, man. Go art it up. Have a great day. Talk to you soon.